Welcome back to Herbnstyle, a dichotomy of inspiration from cupboard to closet. Today we're going to be making not your grandma's vegan lemon icebox pie. Okay, so we're going to take this condensed milk as well as this lemon juice. And of course this is dairy free, so we're not too worried about all of the repercussions of having dairy in this. All about guilt free, so I'm excited about that. So we want to whisk this until it's a yogurt-like consistency. And if you want it to be a little bit thicker, what you can do is you can add some vegan cream cheese, but we're gonna try to keep it like my grandmother. She watches my videos, so shout out to you, Grandma. I love you. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope it tastes somewhat like your icebox pie. We'll see how it tastes at the end, okay? Okay, so now we're gonna take this cocoa whip topping, and it's really nice to know that you can get some dairy-free whip topping, because who doesn't like the typical whip topping? What we want to do now is we want to fold the whip topping into the mixture of the condensed milk and the lemon juice. If you feel like you want to add more sugar or add more lemon juice, do whatever your heart desires. And let me know how it tastes if you change the recipe at all. This recipe that you'll see on herbnstyle.com is exactly the same ratio as the usual as my grandmother's recipe, so you can transition it out if you don't want to use any cocoa ingredients. I was able to find top 8 free, because most graham crackers actually have soy and gluten in them, but even if they were gluten-free, they would still have soy and a few other products as well. I'm gonna pour this lovely coconut mixture. That real simple. And I don't know about anybody else, but for the holidays, I don't know why we decide to eat icebox pie during Christmas and Thanksgiving. I think that might be counterintuitive, but it's our go-to dessert. My mother, she makes 2 or 3 of these. It just goes that fast. I know I can eat one whole one. I know my dad can eat one whole one too. And then everybody else has to just, figure out how to share that last one. Okay, so now we'll put the lid on and we're going to refrigerate for a couple of hours. This is kind of what we have after it came out, and honestly, it looks exactly like my grandmother's icebox pie. So I'm gonna actually slice into it, and so I think it's firm enough. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay, so we're gonna get into this taste test. Honestly, it's only been about 4 hours since I set this in the refrigerator. I would personally advise overnight for up to maybe 1 or 2 days prior to serving. But sometimes you just can't wait. And also, because this is more of a coconut, the firmness might be a little bit different just because of the oils and everything being natural. So I'm gonna actually taste test it. I did sneak a taste test of the bowl. It tasted pretty good. That is good. That is good. And what's nice is there's a coconut undertone, but it's not overpowering, and you still get that twang in the back of your jawline. Honestly, the graham cracker crust is really good as well. You're not missing any of the dairy, the soy, any of those added products in typical graham cracker crust. So honestly, this is a win. This is very much a win. You all know I love desserts. I love anything sweet, and this really is awesome because just like my cookies recipe, if you haven't checked out my vegan chocolate chip cookies, be sure to check that out. But just like chocolate chip cookies, lemon icebox is just something, it tells you something about my family and how we just gather together. So because I was able to create a top 8 free recipe for it, oh, that makes me happy because it's guilt-free and it's perfect for my health. So if you all check out this recipe and try this recipe, let me know. Tag me in the comments, tag me on my socials, but be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you for joining Herbnstyle, and always be sure to own your style. Bye. Oh my gosh, this is so good.